Yahoo. Oh my gosh. Yahoo. Goobadig. Good morning. Oh my gosh. How are you? What is good in your world? I'm still waking up. Tell me something really exciting that'll wake me up. Give me some good news. Stretch. I'm awake. I'm woke. I'm up. You got a double yolk? Awesome. That's an omen of good luck, I think. Actually, it's just something that happens randomly in certain chickens. Nice sushi. Awesome. Study abroad. Exciting. Safe travels. Oh my gosh. Lazy day. I love a good lazy day. I'm due for a good lazy day one of these days. I've been on episode 11 of Frieren for about a week and a half now. I haven't had the time to watch episode 12 or any of season 2. I gotta continue. I've just been so busy. Yeah, I hope that you are doing okay. Have I had breakfast? Yes. I had. Total coincidence. I swear I'm not actually crazy, but I did have a sandwich. Yeah, I had a sandwich for breakfast. Totally unrelated to any bit that somebody might have pulled. Not me. I didn't do anything for April Fools. That wasn't me. But I did have a sandwich for breakfast today. What type? I had a breakfast sandwich with egg and tomato and lettuce and bacon. Oh, it was so good. 美味しかったです。美味しかった. Just 美味しかった actually. I think is how that would be said. 美味しかった。ごめん。日本語はちょっと難しいから。Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have my sando. So technically sando and sandwich are not 100% the same thing. Sando is like a specific type of sandwich, technically speaking. No banana. I'm allergic to banana. I can't eat it. Don't you know? Yeah, I'm super allergic to like every fruit ever. It's so unfortunate. Can I eat tomato? No. Which is solid evidence in the direction of tomato being actually a vegetable instead of a fruit. Because I can't eat most fruits. Apples, oranges, all citrus, bananas, pineapples. Like everybody's favorite fruits, I can't eat them. And some nuts too. I get a reaction from all of them. But I can eat tomatoes. They're awesome. I know they're like technically a fruit, but in every way that matters, they're actually vegetables. I'm sorry. Like, I know the technical answer. I'm aware of why it's considered a fruit. But that's not like a fruit in any way that matters. So I'm just going to say, I totally support identifying a tomato as a vegetable. I mean, it looks like a vegetable. It tastes like a vegetable. Speaking reasonably here. Did I know that banana is a berry? Yes, I did. Bananas are technically berries. And berries are fruits, so it's okay to call banana fruit, because berry is just one of many subcategories under the umbrella category that is the fruit. But Watermelon, I can't have melons. Melons specifically are okay. I can have watermelon, I can have cantaloupe, I can have honeydew. Those are actually like the 3 safe fruits of the fruits that are like actually fruits. Oh my gosh, you got me doing math out here? Okay, hold on. Hold on, let's see. That's 9 times 3 is what? 27. And then hold on. I gotta remember my order of operations here. So that's 27 plus 3. So 30. Is it 30? Sorry, I'm doing it in my brain and I've just woken up. It's 30, right? I still got it. Yeah, remember gems. Never forget your gems. Now, why are we doing math at this hour? Oh my gosh. Smart boy, no, this is basic algebra. It's not even true algebra. It's just basic math. Because I think when it is truly algebra is when you start throwing in variables. That's when it feels more like algebra to me. But I guess it is technically algebra. You could say that the question mark here is the variable. Arithmetic would be a better way to put it, yeah. Just basic operations of numbers that are all present. Algebra. Oh my gosh. No, I'm not doing any more. You can't make me do more. What the heck? You're not even saying any words. This isn't how this works. This isn't how you're supposed to do this. I'm not gonna solve any more. What the heck? That's ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. What, do you have homework you need to do or something? Are you trying to get help with your homework? You better be careful. You may know I have something of a reputation for banning people that I perceive to be like under 15 or 14 years old. And this is like elementary school math. I'm just saying. You better be careful. Oh my gosh. Age limit went up. Yeah, I reassessed things. It used to just be 12-year-olds. Now it's just going to be anybody in that range of like younger than 15-ish. It depends on, honestly, it just, more than anything, it depends on how you present yourself than what I perceive your actual age to be. That isn't to say that you cannot watch if you're under a certain age, just to be clear. I wouldn't say that I'm for family. You know, I'm not for kids to watch. My content is geared towards adults. But I try to conduct myself in a way that is at least remotely PG-13, right? I feel like I do a pretty good job. I feel like the worst I'll do is just start begging for something, and that's something kids do. I'm basically just like a kid in that moment. When I say that I ban people, it's more specifically for their sake. Now, you're free to watch. I just don't think that at a certain age you should be interacting in public forums or chat spaces or social media. Most kid-friendly out here. Is that true? I don't think that's true. There's got to be another one. There's got to be somebody else that's like more kid-friendly in EN. Yeah, it cannot be me. Yeah, Madia is a good one. Madia is a good pick. I think she's probably the most kid-friendly. Frio is also up there in the way he conducts himself, but I think he plays games that are not kid-friendly for the most part. The games that get him most excited and that he's interested in, I don't think they're usually very kid-friendly. Clara is a really good one. Yeah, Clara, I think Clara is really kid-friendly. Doppio is in that same adjacent territory as Frio, I think, where he conducts himself in a family-friendly way. But I think some of the content he plays might not be family-friendly. Oh, Clara does play a lot of horror games. That's true. See, whenever I personally watch Clara, I tune in more to her her life sim cozy games. I like watching her play games or I guess in my case I prefer listening rather than watching. I like listening to her play Hokopia. So maybe I have an incorrect impression of her content as a whole. I don't know if you also have favorites within your favorite. When it comes to me watching livers, I like when they play specific games. So that's when I'll tune in usually. Because I don't have the time to watch every single stream from every single person. My approach to being Hako Oshi. My approach to Hako Oshi is to just watch specific ones. Albin? Are you kidding me? No way. There's no way. Ren also no. I think Ren plays... See, Ren is kind of like the opposite of this model we're talking about, right? Where it's present yourself in kid-friendly way, but plays non-kid-friendly things. Ren is playing kid-friendly things, but he curses a lot. Or I guess not a lot. He doesn't curse particularly more than anybody else, but, he curses. So, I don't know. Sunny, I'm sorry. I need you to get Noctix out of your mind when we're talking kid-friendly. With love. I love Noctix very dearly, but they are the furthest thing in the world from kid-friendly. I'm sorry. If you think any member of Noctix is kid-friendly, you're delusional. I hate to say it. Except I don't hate to say it, because it's the truth. Yeah, no, I think we got the clear... We got a group of a good 3 to 5. Conditional of streams. I think Maria pretty consistently presents herself in a family-friendly way and also plays family-friendly things. I don't think that she would call herself family-friendly, or rather, I don't think she would say that her content is for anybody other than adults, just to be clear. Being technically family-friendly does not mean that you're for families to watch. I don't know exactly what she aims for there, so I cannot speak for her, just to be clear there. But yeah, I think she has the overlap on both. And then I think for the others we mentioned, it's conditional on what they're playing or what they're doing. Anybody else, I think, is ineligible. But there are people that come close. Shu is another one. He comes close because of the way he presents himself. Anybody else, you're wrong. And you've got glasses on that are tinted. You've got tinted lenses. If you think Vox for a second, you're either joking and trying to mess with me, or you do not understand at all who a Vox Akuma is. I think if we made this list but backwards, Vox would be number 1. He'd be leading that list. Least family friendly. He'd be number 1. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's enough on that. But yeah, that is all to say. I feel that I conduct myself in a family-friendly way for the most part. So if you choose to put me on the TV and your kids are in the room, or you've got a nephew or something that you're babysitting, I don't think they're gonna learn anything too bad, because I try to be a good influence, But I'm not for kids to watch. Yeah. Where would I rank myself? Honestly, I don't really like ranking these kinds of things. Like naming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think it's very fair. I would put myself probably on the higher end of the spectrum though. Yeah, of family friendliness. I'd put myself towards that point. past livers, generally, a good rule for you to follow is to just never mention them ever. Wink. That's a little piece of etiquette for you to take to the bank. Just avoid mentioning them. Pretty please. But yeah. I think I'm safe, technically speaking, but that's not what my content is geared for. Yeah. I say some wild stuff. What do I say? Name one wild thing I've ever said. We've got a year to pull from now. We've got over a year of time of me saying things. Name one wild thing ever that I have said. I bark? Well, so do dogs. And children love dogs. So, GIF, that's not wild at all. The creator himself says that's how it's pronounced. Next. Whiny doo-doo baby. Well, that's what children are. They're whiny doo-doo babies. I'm going to effing cry. You've got 3 things. You've got exactly 3 times that I've sworn, and none of them are after April of 2025. None of them are after April of 2025. Try harder. You swear in the Among Us game. When was that? How long ago was that? I was still figuring out how I wanted to present myself. I hadn't decided yet that I didn't want to curse. I was still figuring it out. It doesn't count. Date Everything. I've never played Date Everything. Yeah, I've never streamed that game before. And if you mention it, then you're either imagining it or you're breaking an agreement that we made. I like older everyone. Well, I mean, I do. I love old people. They're so mature and wise. I mean... I mean... I'm still waiting for one wild thing that I've said. CD? CD is nuts. Oh, man. I mean, if we're talking family friendliness, who makes a these nuts joke more often than somebody who's like literally 10 years old? I don't know why I'm like defending my honor. I don't particularly want kids to watch me, just to be clear. It's like I have to defend something now. No, it's me versus my reputation. A battle which I am destined to lose every time, as you may know. I am not immune to being rage baited by people misunderstanding the things that I say or misrepresenting my character. I just can't. I can't. I'm so easily rage baited. Oh man. Combo is Zeal. Oh, that's his fault. Anything that comes out that is weird when I'm talking to Zeal, I should not be held accountable for that because that's him. Yeah, he's the one that does it. I'm just minding my business. I was over on the bench. Yeah, it doesn't count. It does not count. I don't say wild stuff. I just find myself in something wild. Okay, that feels fair. I could agree with that. I'm just minding my business in this little world that I live in. And I just find myself in situations. Okay? I was a bad kitty officer. That wasn't me. I was playing a role. Mind you, in a Grand Theft Auto 5 roleplay server, which is decidedly not kid-friendly. So it doesn't count. It does not count. I was RPing, and that's not for kids anyway. That wasn't me, that was Kyle. That doesn't count at all. What are we talking about? I'm asking for one example of a time that I said a wild thing. Because I'm trying to prove a point. And it's just like lukewarm take after lukewarm take. Overplayed quote after overplayed quote. There's just nothing. My eyes are green. I was trying to get under your skin. I was trying to get on your nerves, and I succeeded because you're still thinking about it. I won! Oh my gosh. Brick me up. Okay, out of context, that sounds wild. Out of context. You get a bonus for this one. You get a little check mark next to it, but only if you remove it from context and deliberately present it as something it's not. Do you know what I said? Like when I said, do you know what I was doing when I said brick me up? I said that to a Pokemon that, let me finish my sentence. You know, like the SpongeBob where he's like lifting his arms up and live. Let me finish. I said it to a Pokemon who was going to fire up a bunch of clay to make bricks. Yeah. So I was like, brick me. That's what I meant. I recognize the correlation here. I realize the connection, but I need you to believe me when I say it wasn't on purpose. Sometimes I say things and they sound like other things, but they're not what I mean. Like in retrospect, had I thought about it for maybe a few more seconds, I would have said something different. I was just speaking organically. Listen to me. Listen, it wasn't on purpose. It doesn't count. It doesn't count if it's not on purpose. It doesn't count. I mean, that one time at Anime Impulse. Okay, listen. What I said at Anime Impulse was, you can bite my neck. Who said that? All right, listen here. Let me paint a scenario here for you. Your dear friend, he's a vampire. Your friend is a vampire. He's a thirsty little vampire. You have to give him your blood. You have to use your blood, or he's gonna just die. If my friend was a vampire, I would let him drink my blood. Who said that? I'm making it worse. Oh my god. The nipple of the battery. What's wrong with that? Is there something wrong with that? All right. I want you to imagine for me a baby bottle. The plastic bottles with the thing at the top that you give to babies. What is that thing at the top called? No, I don't even have to do this. I want you to imagine the body part that is on the chest of almost every human being on Earth. Is there something wrong with calling that a nipple? That is a non-sexual body part. What's your problem? That is a very normal thing to refer to. I reject this. I reject this ideology. I reject the implication that nipple is inherently like an adult inappropriate thing. Why call it a nipple? Because it's a nipple! The top of the battery is flat with a bump in the middle. It's just like a nipple. That's just what it looks like. Oh my gosh. I reject your dark language. Don't think it's inappropriate, but it's wild. Okay. You know that gif of the woman where she's like and she's like shrugging her shoulders? That's me. I'm giving up. Your dark language? Yes, I rebuke this. I reject this. I reject your dark language. I reject the words you're using here. There has to be an actual term for it. You mean the nipple of the battery? Okay. What is the term? Mind you, in this gig, I have to think of things to say in real time, all the time. I'm always talking, and I can't plan out my sentences. I can't reasonably sit here and be like, all right, in my mind, right? In Kaelix, in the Kaelix sphere in my mind, I can't be like, all right, I'm going to tell the story. I'm going to tell the hack I know about batteries. I need to know what the top of the battery is called in this story. Positive terminal. Who knows this unless they work with batteries? I'm just saying, like, I think given the speed and the timing of the moment, especially in that context where I was in a group, and in a group you got to talk fast or else you're going to get talked over. I feel like I did a pretty good job. You knew exactly. Okay, here's my question for you. When I said the nipple of the battery, did you know exactly which part of the battery I was talking about? Yeah. Yeah. I'm right. I'm sorry. It's not my fault that I'm right. If you knew what I was talking about, then what's the problem? I should also probably say that technically it's ill-advised to put batteries anywhere near your mouth. I kind of got distracted in the moment and forgot to mention that. Because batteries can leak, and that's bad. I'm still going to be putting them in my mouth, though, whenever I check to see how much energy they have. I've been doing it my whole life. I'm going to continue doing it forever. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the context for that, if you were not there. Because the nipple of the battery came up during By the Beats Mario Tennis Fever collab. Yeah, I do that. There's a hack. Again, I do not recommend this. This is not this comes with serious danger and risk to your personal health. So be careful if you try this. In fact, just don't try it. Technically and like legally speaking, just do not try it. But with batteries, you can actually check how much energy they have by putting the nipple of the battery against your tongue and the flat end of the battery against the upper lip. And you can, like, if it's really cold, if it just feels like you got metal in there, then it's dead. There's no energy left. But if it's a little warm, then you can know that it's got lots of energy. Where did I get this info? My dad taught me when I was like 5. My dad taught me that. Don't recommend it. You should probably just invest in something that can check the level for you, like electronically. Don't try it. Don't try it. It's dangerous. Don't do it. It's bad for you. Just letting you know. If you get injured, that's your fault. Yeah, in my experience, it's a very useful trick to pull out. I shouldn't do it either. Well, I'm still gonna do it. But that's because I don't care. It's convenient. Though these days I don't really see batteries anyway. I cannot remember the last battery, AA, AAA, etc. I cannot remember the last battery I put in or took out of anything. Everything I use is like charged wirelessly even. Yeah, it's either charged or it's plugged into the wall. Yeah, so I haven't touched a battery in a while. Maybe I'll never touch one again. Who knows? Rechargeable batteries, I used to use them. Back in the era when I played a lot of games on my Wii U. When I was a lot younger. Eventually we got some rechargeable batteries and a little recharging station. Because I don't know about you, but if you've ever used the Wiimote, you'd know that those batteries do not last, depending on the games you play. And I liked sitting around playing like Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword. So those Wiimotes were not lasting. Yeah, do not eat batteries. Dispose of them properly. You can't, technically you're not supposed to throw it away with your regular trash. There's a specific way you want to do that. Yeah. Did I try to taste Nintendo cartridges? I assume you mean like the Switch cartridges with the foul tasting chemicals over them. Yes. In fact, every time I get a new one, I give it a little taste test to see if it's changed. I just like to know what it's like because it's a very unique flavor. Why? Because I just like to know. I just like to remind myself what it's like. It's pretty much the same, but I think I don't know if I shared this with you. I can't remember or not. I think the Switch 2 cartridges are worse. Or different. My memory's kind of blurry now. I just know that they're different than the Switch 1 cartridges in my mind. Yeah. What prompted me to taste it? Oh, so if you don't know, for the Nintendo Switch cartridges, they're smaller than anything that Nintendo has released previously before the Switch. And they worried that having something that small could run the risk of children swallowing it and choking, which is very dangerous. And it's very important that they consider things like that. So they coat every Nintendo Switch cartridge with a foul-tasting chemical that makes you want to spit it out. Yeah, they deliberately make it taste terrible. And that makes me curious about what it tastes like, so I just have a little taste. Yeah, it's a very good thing. It's a very good thing that they do this. I think more companies should take after this example when it comes to like releasing just small things in general that could be found in a common household. It's good for kids. Yeah. Well, I'm not putting it in my mouth. I'm just bumping my tongue up against it for a second. That's all. That's all. Oh, don't worry. I don't eat batteries. I just put them between my lip and my tongue for like a second. Not even that long. I put it between my lip and my tongue for maybe like half a second, usually. And that's enough for me to know. Yeah, I'm practical, okay? Yeah, they do have like the same chemical. You can get it for other things like nail polish. If you're a nail biter, that's a really common way people recommend curbing the habit is having a really nasty tasting nail coat. Very, very practical. I'm gonna have a sip of water. If you got a beverage on hand, you should have a sip as well. Very important to stay hydrated, especially if you're looking Nintendo Switch cartridges. You're calling me the battery taster? No, see, but it's already unfunny. Now that you've given it a name and you're trying to make it a thing, that makes it instantly unfunny. Now I'm not laughing about it anymore. It's already old. We've already moved on. Oh my goodness. Starting to lose your nail biting habit? Nice! Nice. I curbed mine a couple years ago. I didn't use the nail polish in the end. I just did it through sheer force of will and stubbornness and habit replacement. But yeah. I'm laughing though. Oh, you're talking about the battery thing not being funny? So to be clear, just because I'm laughing doesn't mean I think the thing I'm laughing about is funny. It's usually like, I don't know. How do I even explain that? I don't even know how to explain this to you, but me laughing does not necessarily mean that I think a specific thing is funny. At that point, it's more like I think the fact that it's now unfunny is funny. Does that make sense? Scratching my head. Being fake? No, that's not what I mean. I mean that if I'm like, that's not funny anymore. It's more like, see, that's my fake laugh. My fake laugh is really obvious. It's more like, I think it's funny that your thing is not funny to me anymore. Oh, is it just when things get awkward? I do have a nervous laugh too, but I think that one's a little different. I think my nervous laugh is more like my like that one. Do you know what I'm talking about? I can't replicate it properly. Yeah, when I get nervous, that one comes out more, I think. That's what I've noticed since I started streaming. Because now I've got now I've got like an archive for so many of the things that I do and say. Yeah. Patrick, that's what I've always thought it sounded like. People have told me I laugh like a caveman, like since I was in school. Be like, Kaelix, you got that caveman laugh. That's what it sounds like to me. Yeah. Do I laugh like this during interviews? I think during my interview, I tried to be more professional. I tried to I laughed a little bit. It's kind of hard for me to avoid. It just kind of falls out, just like I'm breathing. But yeah, I think I was a little bit more professional. My problem was just that during my first interview, they asked me about my favorite anime, and I got a little too carried away. Yeah, I got a little excited. Have I realized that the gem on my coat glows or blinks red? I think that is your imagination, I'm afraid. There's no red to be seen, and my gem does not glow, it reflects. Yeah, it reflects light. Yeah, it's not quite the same. It must be your imagination. If it glowed, past tense, glowed. If it glowed, that would be like a magical thing. No, it's your imagination. Sorry. But yeah, there's definitely no red. If you think this is red, you're actually crazy. We've had color debates before, but there is no red to be seen here. No, it does not glow red. Stop lying to me right now. There's no red. It's a freaking topaz. It's not gonna have like a red reflection. Unless maybe there's like a red light on it. I'm not gonna have this conversation with you right now. No, it's your imagination. I'm not having this conversation with you. Let's change the topic. Oh my god. Anyway, is there anything you're looking forward to? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Anything you're looking forward to soon? I'm not rage baiting. Can I say no? Please do not ask me to say anything. I ask that you read the rules, please. Thank you. I don't say things. I don't say things in languages that I don't speak. It's a dangerous thing to say yes to. I'd also just butcher it. Going to Japan? That's exciting. Going to see the Mario movie? Oh my gosh. I want to see it too. The Mario Galaxy movie. Zomboid, to be determined. I plan to do it. It depends on, honestly, the moment. We will find out pretty much tonight if Zomboid is actually happening or not. If I play Zomboid, it depends on how many other people are playing. And it depends on whether the server works. Those are the two conditions that need to be met for me to play Zomboid. Otherwise, we'll just do something else. If not Pokopia, maybe. I miss Pokopia. I want to play it more. I want to finish the main story so that we can decorate Pallet Town. But Pokopia is a little dangerous for me right now. It makes me want to sit and play for many, many hours. I still stream. Yeah, if Zomboid gets canceled, I'll still stream. It just means that I'll do like a solo stream or something. I'll set up like a new waiting room. Yeah. Yeah. Stardew, I've mentioned this a couple times. I think Stardew, I want to play it when I can dedicate a proper amount of time to playing it for more than just 2 hours. It's like similar to Pokopia, but rather than like Pokopia being, how do I phrase this? Pokopia is more like dangerous for me. Pokopia, I set out to play it for 2 hours and then I'm there for more than 5. Stardew, it's like I actually want to play it for 5 and I need to know from the beginning that I have 5 hours. Same time on the schedule, probably because realistically, I'm probably not going to know until tonight around the time on the schedule if Zomboid is going to happen.
But if I find out that it's not happening earlier than that time, then I might do something earlier. It just depends. It depends on how it goes. I personally, like I said before, I guess I said this in members only, so I can say it now. I personally expect that Zomboid will happen on schedule. I assume that it will be just fine. I assume that like there will be no issues. I just warn about the potential for issues because there is potential for it, you know? There's always a chance that it can be rescheduled when you involve a bunch of people. How long will this stream be? Not too much long. How do I phrase this? Not too much longer. I'm thinking like about like anywhere between 20 and 45 minutes more would be good. How's my dance practice recently? Recently, I've not been dancing actually. The last week, because the last week I've been focused more on recording. It's a complicated thing because in order to become like an idol that deserves the opportunities that I'm receiving, I need to improve both my singing and my dancing. And I also need to record things just on a consistent basis. A dilemma that I face is that singing, whether it's for a recording or whether it's practice, is its own form of exercise, similar to actual physical exercise. And I've learned that if I dance, then later in the day, when I try to record after that, I'm gonna have a really hard time singing because I've already had exercise that day. So I find that I actually see more success in general when I only do one of the two in the day, like either sing or dance rather than sing and dance. So yeah, I haven't been dancing as much over the last week or two. I've been mostly singing. Yeah, considering my stamina that I have at my disposal. How do I feel singing with someone else being in charge instead of me being in charge? Whoa. Oh man. Well, can you guess my next 3 words? I don't like it. It's complicated. It's like, I appreciate it very, very much. To be clear, I don't want to sound like an entitled diva who just gets these beautiful opportunities and this thorough support and sticks his nose up at it. That's not me. I appreciate it so much. And I understand that for most people, it is the best approach. And the cool thing that we benefit from for me taking this approach is that we get behind the scenes content for you to enjoy. We get fun little behind the scenes clips of me in the studio saying that I don't like it for you to laugh and joke about. That's the benefit. But to me, I've explained it this way before, I think. I'm very in touch with my voice, and I know exactly what I'm capable of vocally. I can hear in my mind how I would sing something, and I know sometimes I know every time if a recording that I've just taken is not the best it could be, or like if it could be significantly better with a few more attempts. So, I find that being in the position of like being directed by a vocal director or a lyricist or by the producer of the song, while it's a very exciting opportunity and it allows them the control to like guide the vocal direction more towards the intended vision for the song, I find that I end up feeling very like slow. Because here's the thing, on top of knowing what I'm capable of vocally, I also have a lot of experience recording by myself. I've got it down to like 2 or 3 keybinds, so I can record and delete and then try again the same take like 5 times within a single minute. Genuinely, it's as simple as like Control R, space, Control Z. Like I record it, I press space to end the recording. I know already that it wasn't good, so I Control Z, I undo it. Or I Control X if I want to keep a copy of it. And then I try again, Control R again, rinse, recycle, repeat, etc. But in the context of being directed vocally, That's not how the process goes. The process is more like this. The director will record, and there's a lot more time before the take so that I can kind of anticipate it, because I can't see the waveform. I don't know where it's going to be. I have to listen to it for about 5 seconds leading up to it. And then I sing it. And then they pause it. And then they play it all the way through. And then they say, "What do you think about that?" And I say, "I don't like it." And the process of resetting it so that I can do it again, in that amount of time, if I'm self-directing, I could have done about 7. Unironically, I could do about 7 takes in that amount of time. And the gap between, I find that I also kind of lose track of what my last line sounded like. So it's a bit of a challenge. So yeah, I very much prefer self-directing when it comes to recording vocals. I'll speak totally honestly about that. However, being directed vocally by a specialist is a very, very great privilege, and it's not one that I take lightly, so I plan to make the most out of it. And I'm very, very thankful. I'm very, very thankful to both Anycolor and to Universal for offering me this kind of support. Yeah, just to be clear, I'm very, very thankful for it. It's just a matter of like, just a kind of a gap between what I'm used to and what I need to adjust to moving forward. Yeah. It's just a very, compared to what I'm used to, it's a very slow process. Very long answer when the gist of it is just to say, I don't like it. Unk. It's okay to be Unk, you're still the GOAT. What makes you think I'm Unk? What about me is Unk? I'm just curious, where did you get that impression? I mean, I don't care, but I don't know. I think I've put it this way before. If you think I'm Unk, you're probably like 16. Is it my glasses? Really? Do glasses make you Unk? I think this is a new development. This is a new okay, hold on. I'm reacting, so that means I care. That doesn't necessarily mean I care. It usually will mean that I'm curious more than anything. In this case, I'm curious. My hair color? What? Does dyeing your hair make you Unk? What the heck? Scratching my head, rubbing my eyes. Ear. Arguing with teenagers. Genuinely, that's what it feels like when I ask why I'm Unk. That's what it feels like. It feels like I'm talking to like a middle schooler or a high schooler. Grandpa color. I think it looks like snow. I like it. Do you not like my hair? I start crying. They don't know I know this hack. Oh my goodness. But yeah. I mean, if you think I'm Unk, power to you. Honestly, I throw out some pretty crazy red herrings sometimes. A lot of my interests predate me and everybody I know. So many of my favorite things are like 3 times the length of my, like they're like 3 times my age. So it's a very understandable conclusion to draw. Youngest person ever? I don't think that's true either. That's my other collection of red herrings, I guess. Not to give anything like super specific. I just think I have a very mixed experience of this life. I think, because, you know, I grew up on analog media in an age where everybody else was on the internet. I just didn't have access to it just because of the amount of money that my family had when I was younger. So a lot of my interests are older. But at the same time, you know, I just am the age that I am. So there are other things where I'm more in line with my generation. Yeah. I'm a fun little contradiction. Well, if I'm Unk, you gotta agree. Unk still got it. Praying emoji, sobbing emoji. How do I feel with my community being older than me? By that, I assume you mean like NIJISANJI EN, right? Like the livers. I think it's nice. Personally, I think older people, and when I say older, I don't mean old people. I mean people that are literally just older than me. It could be 1 year older than me. It could be 10 years older than me. I think in my experience, people that are older than me generally are just so much easier to work with and to know as people. Like there's so much that I love about my generation, and I love the humor of people that are younger than me as well. But people my age and younger are a nightmare to work with, and I personally hope I never work with someone my age or younger ever again. That's an exaggeration. That is an exaggeration, but yeah, I just find in general that I have a much easier time, and I take on a bit less work when I'm around people that are older than me, and usually, hopefully, as a result, more emotionally mature in general. Yeah. So I think it's awesome. A lot of my friends are in their like 30s and mid 30s. So many of my friends are like significantly older than me. And that's honestly always been the case. A lot of my friends have always been like a number of years older than me. I've just always had an easier time connecting with people that are older. Yeah. Age range of the audience, though, that's different. That is a bit more complicated because it's a spectrum. Do you want to get into audience analytics? I don't know if I've ever shown or mentioned any of these before. I know some livers will do this. Here in EN and also in the main branch, you'll see people mention their analytics sometimes. All right, let's have a look. I don't look at this personally. I think looking at analytics is a very valuable content creator thing to do. It can give you good insight on what to do, but I personally don't like letting it influence my decisions. All right, what do we want to look at? Just age? Do we want to look at age and gender? All right. Giving you some valuable metrics. Are you curious? Are you curious? Are you curious? All right, age and gender. Let's see. I'll go in ascending order from smallest percentage to highest percentage. Coming dead last at 65 plus years old, 0.5%. 0.5% of all YouTube debonairs are older than 65. I support you. You're never too old to have fun. Thank you for your support. I'm wishing you a beautiful life. Coming in second place at 0.8% is 55 to 64 years old. That is 0.8% of all YouTube debonairs. In third place at 4.1%, we have 45 to 54 years old. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting higher numbers now. We're higher than 1%. Coming in fourth at 9.1%. What do you think it is? We have people aged 13 through 17. However, I personally think this is an unreliable demographic analytic, specifically because most young people on the internet set their age as 18, even when they're not actually 18, because a lot of websites restrict that. So unfortunately, people lie about their age. Yeah, I don't think that's true. I think that number is probably realistically a little higher. But yeah, 9.1% of all YouTube debonairs honestly describe their age as somewhere between 13 and 17. So those are the ones that tell the truth. And then at 9.2%, we have 35 to 44 years old. All right. This leaves us two more ranges left. Which one is higher? All right, second highest percentage at 31.5%. We have 18 to 24 years old. So adults younger than 24 make up 31.5% of the YouTube debonaires. Finally, at 44.9%, naturally as the last one, we have 25 through 34 years old. Yeah, so that's like young adults older than 25. Or I guess at that point you're just an adult rather than like a young adult per se. Young adult I think is actually younger than 25 is what you'd say. Yeah. That's my age demographic. I think these things fluctuate and change all the time. So that's just what it is today. You're welcome. Now the gender is a pretty funny one. Again, I personally don't let this influence my content. I don't think about it. I act as if this number is just non-existent. So do not worry about it. I think given my position, it's a little predictable. All right. I'll do a similar approach. Reverse order. In third place at 2.0%. 2%, we have user specified, which is any gender other than male or female. It lumps them all together under one category. Generally, that will be the smaller percentage just because it's the smaller percentage of like society as a whole. It is a minority. Yeah, I'm a minority. Oh my gosh. Then this is where we get a little funny. At 9.6%, we have male. So designated male. Finally, at 88.5%, we have self-designated as female. Yeah, no, this is actually, I think, pretty normal for streamers in my specific position. Yeah. The numbers are even funnier if you change it by content, though. For example, if I switch it to only shorts, because you can change the age range there. This is kind of funny. If I switch it to shorts, people older than 55, like both categories older than 55, it goes to 0%. Nobody older than 55 is watching my shorts. And when it comes to my shorts, do you know how different the percentage is there? 96.1% female. It's pretty high. Yeah, I don't upload shorts that often, so it's still not a very reliable demographic. But yeah. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. Regardless of your age and regardless of your gender, I hope you know I support you. And I'm happy to have you here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Like I said, I personally do not think about these numbers or even check them. I do not even check them usually. I check other analytics if I think about analytics at all. Yeah, for example, what I'll pay more attention to is specifically there's another analytic that YouTube has where it will tell you what hours of the day your viewers are active on YouTube. And it will also tell you regions that people watch from most commonly. Those are the things I consider. I specifically use it to determine what stream times are best so that more people can watch. I try to be more accessible. Yeah. That's the analytic that I actually look at, if you're curious. I look at the hours. And you may guess that for me, the most active hours are between 7 p.m. EDT and 11 p.m. EDT. And then another one at 8 a.m. EDT through 11 a.m. EDT. So those are the 2 slots that I figure it's the most convenient for people. Yeah. You want to see? No. I will not show you. But I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I'm okay talking about it, but I'd prefer that it's not like screenshotted and put on social media is the thing. Does that make sense? It's like I'm okay with this stuff being known, but I think if I present it as a visual, that makes it spread a bit further. I prefer it kind of in this ambiguous territory where it's just me talking about it and potentially being clipped in a way that people won't like watch in full. That weird middle ground territory. Yeah, no screenshot. Yeah, lots of cool analytics. I should probably, I don't know, I should probably take it a bit more seriously and check it a bit more often, but like I said, I personally do not like thinking about it. I prefer to guide my content just by what feels right and by what I have fun with. So, does it show the countries where I'm viewed the most? Yes. Yes, it does. But I'm not sure if I want to tell you. Maybe I can tell you the top 3. I'll tell you the top 3. Because with the countries, it's like every country, every region is listed. So I'll just tell you the top 3. We have, in first place, we have the United States. Pretty understandable. I stream in evening EDT for the most part. In second place, we have Japan, which is also understandable because my other time slot is like right now, which is evening night JST. And then in third place, I wonder if you can guess. It's actually kind of funny. Anytime I've like spoken a word of this, it like gets a billion quote retweets on Twitter. Yeah, in third place we have the Philippines. Yeah, believe it or not, it is the Philippines in third place. Yeah, Philippines. Ako na pala si Kaelix Debonair. Kasi I am Kaelix Debonair. My name is Kaelix Debonair because I am Kaelix Debonair. Thank you for your support. Yeah, while I do look at that, I similarly prefer not to let it influence my content too much. The only thing I really let influence my content is specifically the active hours analytic, because that tells me what time is probably going to be more convenient for you. Yeah. Because honestly, if it was a totally different time, I'd be okay with just adjusting my sleep and going live at those hours instead. I just find that this way it's better and less people will feel bad or left out. Yeah. Yeah. That was fun. That was fun. Okay, I don't like looking at this menu, so I'm closing it. I personally get kind of stressed out when I think about that stuff. I have more fun in a vacuum where I'm just like totally ignorant of it. I don't know if that like makes me worse as a streamer or something. Because I think generally like a really dedicated streamer considers all of those numbers, but stream is EU friendly. Yeah, I do want to do morning streams in general because they're EU friendly and they're also East Asia friendly compared to my usual stream time. It's just a little difficult for me to schedule is the thing, and I'm not a big fan of gorillas. They're fun, but yeah, I don't do gorillas very often. But I kind of want to try an approach similar to today more in the future, where I'm like, I'm going to aim for this time, but really it'll just be whenever I wake up. So it might be different. If I do that kind of approach, I think I could do more morning streams in general. That's a way that I could make this work. if it's like there's an understanding that I'll go live in the morning, but it could be 8 a.m. It could be like 10 a.m. It could be noon. I kind of like that. Yeah. I kind of want to get a sense of endurance up for that anyway, because in the future, when I've moved to Japan, I'm going to want to keep my personal, like, regular time slot of evening EDT, even though I'm not living in EDT anymore at that point, which means that I'm going to have to wake up in the morning to stream. So I kind of want to develop I don't know, I want to develop the strength and the stamina to go live in the morning. And then just do the rest of my day after that. I'm not sure exactly what that will look like, but when will the live stream end? I think that is about the third time I've seen you ask it. Do you want it to end? do you want it to end right now? do you want me to end the stream? Oh my gosh. No, but it will end pretty soon, actually. Yeah, I planned from the beginning for today's stream to be between an hour and an hour and a half. So I do actually have to wrap pretty soon. Yeah. Do you have to like go to work or something? I see. The hour changed and you don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss the rest of the stream. That makes sense. Yeah, we've just changed the hours 6 minutes ago, which means you might be like starting your job or going to school or something. You don't want to miss out. Don't worry, I'm gonna start rapping shortly. Yeah, have a good day with work or with school or whatever you're doing. I hope it goes well. Funny. I think it's sweet. Going to sleep. Bedtime too. Yeah, I hope you get some good rest. So it's so complicated, time zones, considering what could be happening. There's so much to think about. Extend? Nah, I gotta save my voice because I have to record a little bit today, and I also have a stream tonight. It's a double stream day. Yeah, today is a double stream day, which means I have to be very careful with how much I talk. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to stream tonight. And I personally, if I cancel a stream, I want you to know it's not something I do lightly, and it's not something I cope with very well. If I cancel a stream, I feel like a part of my soul has just died. Like, let's imagine my soul as an onion. Or like a rose, maybe would be more romantic. Let's imagine my soul as the rose from Beauty and the Beast. Every time I cancel a stream, a petal falls off to the ground. And if I cancel stream enough times, I'm just not going to have any petals left. I'm just going to die. I'm just going to have to die. That's just how it's going to be. Yeah, like I lose my wings every time I cancel stream. It haunts me. I hate canceling things. Just in general. It doesn't even have to be stream. Like a dinner or a meal that I've planned with people, or like a medical appointment that I've made. If something gets canceled, I'm in the worst mood ever. I hate canceling things. And so I'd prefer, I'm sure you understand, I'd prefer to avoid canceling it, which means I'm going to need to be able to go through with it vocally, which means I have to end this stream a little sooner so that I can have the voice to spare for the next one. Yeah. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, onion. See, I was thinking like the skin of an onion. You know, like every time I cancel a stream or an obligation, one layer of that onion flakes off. It's peeled off and it's dropped on the ground. It's discarded. Never to be returned. My soul is an onion and I lose a layer of that onion every time I cancel something. So, in order to keep that time, I will be rapping now so that I can spare my voice. Anyway, here's the schedule for the rest of this week. As always, I would love it if we could first take a moment to appreciate this beautiful fan art here on the left. Oh, doesn't it look so cool? Yeah, this is themed around the Maneki Neko karaoke collab. If you live in a country that has Maneki Neko, it's available now for a limited time. By the Beat and Togavito are collaborating with them, so feel free to pay it a visit if it's in your area. It's in quite a few countries, so it might just be available. You don't know. But yeah, very, very cool collab. They designed some pretty cool outfits for us. Got my hair parted in the middle and with a perm as well. It was pretty cool. Yeah, as always, I'd love it if you could support the original fan art. The username is down here in the lower left corner. Alternatively, I have it in the replies of my pinned tweet on my Twitter account, so feel free to check it out there as well. As for streams the rest of this week, we're nearing the end of the week. I realized that I went so much of the week without streams. It was such a busy, busy week, and it's not going to change too much next week either, I think. But I'll do my best to make the most out of whatever time we have together. But as for today, rest of today, I am planning Zomboid in what, like 11 hours? Is that when that is from now? 11-ish hours from now? I say planning Zomboid in that, in general, NIJISANJI EN plays Zomboid every Friday right now. But there are some Fridays where it gets canceled. I don't know 100% sure that it's going to happen this time. It depends on who's available to play and whether the server works. So yeah, just be warned that it might be a different stream. It might be a solo stream of another game. Maybe we could just chat again. Maybe we could draw something. I don't know. And then tomorrow, Saturday, with no doubt, like 100% certainty, I hope, Animal Crossing New Horizons. We're going to play the Happy Home Paradise DLC again. We're going to make a couple houses. It'll be a shorter stream, just like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. But yeah, it'll be a good time. Yeah. I draw sometimes. I think everybody should draw. I'm not a particularly skilled artist, but I think drawing is fun, so I do it anyway. Yeah, everybody should draw more. It's not about being good, it's about having fun. That's what I think. Anyway. Yeah, I hope you can look forward to the rest of the week, even if there's not much left in the week. Let's have lots of fun. How can a debonair know that I don't hate them specifically? Oh man. I don't hate anybody because it takes too much energy to hate people. Yeah. So that's just kind of like a catch-all answer for everybody. I don't have the energy to hate people. It takes too much work. Yeah. Otherwise, if you more specifically just want to know that somebody has not annoyed me, I guess just don't do annoying things. Because I won't lie, I do get annoyed sometimes by certain things. But these are things I'm very prepared for and I don't take personally. Yeah, because that also takes too much energy. Being annoyed and dwelling on being annoyed. Yeah. If you just follow the rules as written, and if you are respectful and mindful on social media, there's like no reason for me to be annoyed or to be bothered, you know? Hashtag spread love. Yeah, odds are I say odds are 100% chance I do not hate anybody. I do not hate you because it takes too much hate. It takes too much energy to hate anybody. Oh my gosh. Get annoyed easily? Not too easily. Because I have I think this is actually a skill I'm very proud of as a content creator. I think when you're a content creator or a public figure of any kind, something a lot of people experience and that I experienced for a very short time is that in a haystack of positive things, you're gonna look for the needle, like the one negative thing, and that needle is gonna stand out. It's gonna it's gonna sting harder, even though it's surrounded by good things. I think that's a very normal experience for a lot of streamers and a lot of content creators in general. I personally, after I think about a month or two, I was very good at disregarding the needle because the needle is the minority. And usually the needle is based in ignorance or something unrelated to me. Yeah. I prefer the haystack. I don't know if that analogy works as well as I was thinking it would. I just came up with it on the spot, but yeah. So it's very, very easy. It's very, very easy for me to not care. In general, there's always people we don't like specifically. I think even then, it takes too much energy to keep somebody in my mind if I don't like them very much. But I will say, in general, rather than people that have annoyed me, behavior that annoys me in general, if you want to be 100% safe, I'm not a big fan of being misrepresented. I don't like, I don't like if somebody makes an assumption about who I am, like my identity, for example, or I don't know, something really important to who I am, and then spreads that assumption fraudulently. That's something that gets on my nerves a little bit. But even then, like I said, it's usually based in ignorance or something unrelated to me, so I don't actually care. It's more like my eye twitches for about 2 seconds, and then I'm over it, and I never think about it again. Yeah. And that's honestly, it's not even something that's unique to me. That is just something that comes with the territory of this industry. It's something I was totally expecting and something I was totally prepared for, so even then, it isn't something I hold specific individuals accountable for. Does that make sense? At worst, if I see it a few times, I'll like mute somebody if it's like really egregious, but I've only done that a few times. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. Just be polite on the internet. When in doubt, invest in a private account. That's always a good way to go if you're not sure. Or like be mindful of like what hashtags you use or how loudly you say something. Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. I don't have the energy to hate or even dislike anybody. And even people that, like I said, even people that will even people that will say things that are misrepresentative of me, I still accept that that comes from a place of interest in me, or like it comes from a place of like wanting to support me. It's just like a different approach to doing it, so I still appreciate it in a way. Does that make sense? I don't know, kind of a big topic right at the end of the stream, but I don't know. I still don't see it as like a wholly bad thing, and it's not something I care about too much. What happened? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Do not worry about that. Oh my gosh, I got deja vu. I've got deja vu. I'm experiencing deja vu right now. I think I dreamed about this at one point, including the thing I'm saying right now about deja vu. Have you ever experienced that before? There's a word for that. It's like deja rêve or something like that. Like deja vu from a dream. Yeah, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Just reaffirming that I don't hate anybody. Smiles. I don't know. I thought I'd respond to it because it's not the first time that I've seen somebody say something like that. But usually when somebody says something like that, it's on like social media. And I have a policy of not responding to that usually, unless it's funny. I'll respond to it on social media if it's funny, but otherwise no. Yeah. Smiles. Heart emoji. The truth of the matter is that you hate me. Why do you hate me so bad, huh? What did I do to deserve this? Why do you hate me? JK. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. Yeah, the stream's gotta end. The stream was supposed to end like 20 minutes ago. You're just too fun to talk to. You have a very natural talent for creating pitfall after pitfall that I just fall straight into. And then I have to spend some time admiring the pitfall, like the hole that I've fallen in, before I climb out. And then the moment I take my first step out of the pitfall, there's another one. You're just too fun to talk to. I appreciate your company too much. I gotta get out of here. So, let's see. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I know somebody was live. Hold on. That I can send you to. Did she end? I guess she wrapped up. Yeah, she's not live anymore. Looks like. All right, so no redirect. No redirect today. I think all my candidates for redirecting right now are from the main branch, and redirecting is not a thing in JP. People just don't really do it, so no redirect today. Feel free to do whatever or watch whatever you'd like. No pressure. In any case, I hope that you can get some good rest. I hope that you can have a delicious meal. And I hope that you can stay safe, all right? Take care of yourself. Get some good, get some good sleep when the time comes. Drink plenty of fluids. Water would be nice. Ideally some water. Get some exercise too, if you can. No pressure, but it's good for you. All right. I gotta get out of here. See you later. Bye-bye.